I want to check that out.
Hello, I'm Scott Stimson.
And I'm Katie Greer with the latest in CMRU.ca news.
In today's news, a Hispanic feminist website has been launched, and the Black Panther movie breaks records in the box office. But first, there are some changes here on campus. The Anixum Center here at Mount Royal University has officially moved to a new location. The center has moved from its old location in the C Wing to the T Wing in room 110. The new room will provide a spacious environment for more student programming and is closer to the Office of Academic Indigenization. The center does ask for some patience as they are still settling into the new room and adding new furniture and art. The new center looks to further the awareness of Indigenous cultures and history across the university.
Staying on campus, Mount Royal University has a new program in the works. Students will now be able to major in chemistry. Hopeful applicants can start applying today. The hope is that the first students in the four-year Bachelor of Science program will graduate in 2022. The program starts in September with 30 students and will slowly grow to accept a total of 40 students in the future. Now Mount Royal, the U of C, and SAIT all offer chemistry programs.
Regardless of your degree at Mount Royal, all students must take general education courses. Some students see the courses as a burden. Keegan Bartram talked to a business student about the courses he takes.
Brett Schimmel is one of many Mount Royal University students that has a hard time dealing with general education courses. He is a business student majoring in finance and would like to see the number of gen ed courses required to be reduced.
I think there's a few too many courses. I know they just cut it down to 10, maybe even a bit more to 8, because I think I would say that they're not unnecessary, but there are some that are much more worthwhile than others.
Many students like Brett say that the gen ed courses do not help them in their future career path.
In my core courses, no, they don't help me at all. Cut some out, and I think there is a pretty broad range of options, but maybe not necessarily in a good range.
Now Mount Royal has lowered their required amount of general education courses needed to be taken, but students do not think it is quite enough. For CMRU.ca News, I'm Keegan Bartram.
Moving on to some Calgary news now, Calgary's housing market has taken a hit and less new homes are being built. An increase in new condos throughout the city could be to blame. As Carlos Montesinos tells us, this slumping housing market has affected more than just buyers.
Calgary has seen the number of new condos being built in the city nearly double in recent years. Although it may make the city look more attractive, the Canada Mortgage and Housing Corporation says it is pushing the city into a housing market slump. The recent surge of condos in the city has seen an alarming number of vacant units. Experts are saying that this will halt a lot of the new homes being built in our city. This will affect many local businesses. Operations manager at New Way Flooring, Devin Gifford, says the business has felt the effects of a slumping housing market.
Yeah, here at New Way Floors, we've seen a bit of a drastic effect over the last couple of years. Home market has fell off a bit. The land development hasn't been there for us, and our company focuses a lot on home builders. But in this year so far, we've seen it's trending up in the right direction. And we do see the light at the end of the tunnel.
Despite the slowdown in Calgary's housing market, the Conference Board of Canada says that Alberta's economic growth will be one of the highest in the country, as well as we'll see unemployment rates going down and wages going up. All this leading to a slow but optimistic future for both the housing market and related businesses. For CMRU.ca News, I'm Carlos Montesinos.
Shifting to entertainment news, Dane McLean joins us in the studio with all your entertainment buzz.
This last Wednesday, the U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals awarded $5.3 million to the family of Marvin Gaye, who claimed the 2013 song Blurred Lines has been copied from the late soul singer's Got to Give It Up. 2 judges from the panel of the 3 rejected the defense request to overturn the verdict or order a new trial. Dissenting Judge Jacqueline Nugent said the decision has allowed the Gay family to copyright an entire musical style. Howard King, attorney for Thick & Williams, says he plans further appeals. An email to Gay's family attorney Richard S. Bush wasn't immediately returned. To Black Panther, it has become the first film since Avatar to top the weekend box office 5 straight weekends in a row. The studio estimates that Black Panther has grossed $27 million in ticket sales over the weekend, pushing its domestic haul to $4 million worldwide, and has grossed a total of $1.1 billion. It's the highest rated super movie hero of all time, despite being released in February. Celine Dion has announced more canceled shows as she revealed the hearing condition will require surgery. The Canadian pop star had to cancel numerous shows at Caesars Palace in Las Vegas. Celine Dion said she has been dealing with the condition for over a year. Fans can rest easy knowing that she won't be sidelined for too long, as she is expected to be returning to the stage by the end of May. We wish her a quick recovery. And that's all for the entertainment news. I'm Dave McLean. Back to you guys.
A Calgary woman is starting a new website in support of Hispanic feminism. Andrea Marquez is one of the founders of the new feminist website Unviersity. Sarah Diaz has more on the story.
Marketing major Andrea Marquez is an editor for Unviersity.ca. The brand, which was only created a year and a half ago, aims to inform the new generation of women. But unlike other accounts out there, all the content they upload is in Spanish.
So we're a feminist website, and we put a lot of news regarding women all over the world, but we also like to do book reviews, movie reviews, and share a lot of poems or illustrations regarding the place of women in society. I think that if you want to get noticed, you have to do something that you like, but also differentiate yourself from the rest of the accounts.
She says it wasn't easy gaining followers in the beginning, and credits being constant and actively engaging with her current followers with her success, and encourages anyone who wants to increase their social media following to do the same.
Engage with your followers and engage with another websites too. Like the pictures, comment the pictures, and reply to the ones that you got on your Instagram account.
Through her account, Marquez aims for the Hispanic population to see content which highlights and promotes women's advancement in our world today. Sarah Diaz, CMRU.ca News.
Now we have Olivia Balmer with the weather. How is it looking out there?
So it is currently -3 outside and a little bit foggy, as you can see. Tomorrow is looking a little nicer with a high of +5 and a low of -8, as well as some sun. Saturday we will be a mix of sun and clouds with a high of +2 and a low of -8. We are now officially into the spring season, so hopefully it will start to warm up soon. Now looking across Canada, we are at 6 degrees in Vancouver with some rain. In Toronto is a bit forecast with +5 degrees. In Winnipeg, it is partly cloudy and +2 degrees. In St. John's, it is overcast and -2 degrees. And that is your weather forecast for today. Back to you, Katie and Scott.
This has been the latest in CMRU.ca News. I'm Scott Stimson.
And I'm Katie Greer. We're going to end with some images from the 1988 pandas since they're coming back to Calgary in May. Have a great day.
Oh, catch that panda magic at the zoo in Calgary. It's causing pandemonium. They're such a rarity. So if you plan to see them, bring your friends and family and catch that panda magic, panda magic.